Hello, my name is John, and today we'll be reading It's Better to Be Hated by Liberals Than Have Their Help by John Hawkins on Townhall, posted August 5th, 2017. John Hawkins runs Linkiest and right-wing news. Additionally, he does weekly appearance on the number one in its market, Jazz McKay Show, and writes 2 weekly columns for Townhall. Liberals do not believe in the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which are American ideals, or at least they used to be. If you love freedom, then you will be hated by the modern liberal who believes that government should regulate individual freedom. If you love freedom and believe that a state does not own you, then leftist hate should be a goal, not a fear. Dr. Helen Smith. I thought of what Daddy had said when I asked him why he had never gone on public assistance. Because they take away your manhood, he said. Clarence Thomas. Most liberals are hateful people, as hateful as Nazis, as hateful as KK members, as hateful as Fred Phelps and his God hates fags wackos, who are, come to think of it, Democrats. Liberal is much defined by whom they hate as what they believe in. They hate straight, white males, and non-liberal white people in general. They hate Christians. They hate Republicans in general and conservatives in particular. They hate women who don't toe the feminist line. They hate the wealthy, business owners, bankers, and stockbrokers. They hate senators, gun owners, soldiers, and cops. They hate gay Americans and minorities who don't want liberal help. The left is no longer subtle about its hatred. It comes shining through like a beacon on a black night. Liberals hurl abuse at these people, attack them on social media, and reward liberals who make the most vicious attacks on those groups. Yet over time, liberal complaints have become a badge of honor. In fact, if there aren't liberals lobbing hate at you, you're probably doing something wrong. If you look at the groups liberals hate the most, you usually find they've got their shit together. What groups of people do liberals believe it's okay to discriminate against based on their skin color? Whites and Asians. Which two racial groups are doing best in America? Whites and Asians. Who are the most competent people in America? The ones you'd want on your side if things got bad because they know how to make things happen? Business owners, cops, and soldiers. Because they live in the real world where they must make tough choices. They're detested by liberals who snipe from the sidelines while avoiding the tough, dangerous, dirty work those groups have to do. Christians? The fact that they try and sometimes fail to make their lives better by adhering to a strict moral code makes them hated by liberals who have no code at all. Gun owners are willing to take responsibility for their own safety by learning how to use a potentially dangerous tool. Liberal hatred of stockbrokers is a favorite of mine because it reminds me of one of my favorite stories from the liberal Occupy protests. When the Occupy hippies gathered outside the Chicago Board of Trade building to yell about how unfair it was that stockbrokers make so much money, the traders responded by showering them with McDonald's job applications. Of course, even that cruel joke, go get a job at McDonald's, makes more sense than the liberal solution. Go to a protest to complain that other people make more money than you. This is so typical for the left. You think bankers and stockbrokers make too much money? Then maybe you should be a banker or a stockbroker. Of course, that's a conservative solution. Go forth and take responsibility for making your own life better. In fact, the very reason that conservative minorities like Ben Carson, Ted Cruz, and Herman Cain are hated by liberals is because they're living examples of that message. Meanwhile, how do liberals help minority Americas? How's Compton looking these days? You like living in the hood? How about Chicago, Flint, Michigan? Liberal help means living in poverty in terrible neighborhoods, but always having someone else to blame for your failed life. Means feeling angry, victimized, and hated by people who've never thought twice about you white while liberals promise to help you by tearing down statues of Confederate generals. That doesn't put money in your pocket, but it makes cosmopolitan liberals feel better about themselves. This is usually how liberal help turns out for people. Transsexual men, transgenders, you don't have a mental illness. Mutilate yourself through surgery, and libs will claim that the guys who don't want to date you and the women who don't want to share a bathroom with you are bigots. Lord knows you wouldn't want to suggest mentally ill people get psychological treatment instead of a life-altering surgery. Liberals help the poor by raising the minimum wage, but shrug their shoulders when it inevitably causes large numbers of poor Americans to lose their jobs. Conservatives who quite correctly predicted that would happen are called heartless. Liberals will hand you welfare, food stamps, and public housing. You just have to give up your pride and self-reliance in exchange. It's like that scene from the 300 where Xerxes says to Ephialtes, "Unlike the cruel Leonidas, who demanded that you stand, I require only that you kneel." It's conservatives who want people to stand on their own 2 feet, and liberals who need their adoration in return for their pathetic help. Liberals love to see women kill their babies so much that Susan Smith should be their patron saint. But are they going to be there for those women down the line when they're alone one day thinking about how they killed their own child? Yet conservatives who encourage sexual responsibility are mocked, and those who oppose killing children are called anti-choice. Lefties love to encourage college kids to act like snowflakes. Why, their tender ears can't be expected to listen to contrary opinions. So what happens when little Jimmy the snowflake walks into a work environment where nobody cares about his opinion, what offends him, or his personal problems? Next thing you know, little Jimmy is living at home with mom and dad again because he can't hold a job. How about exposing these kids to contrary opinions and refusing to treat them like they're made of glass? Apparently that's cruel and horrible. You want an easy way to tell if someone is a loser at life? All you need to do is look for the people who need liberal help to make it. Want an easy way to tell when those same people are pulling their lives back together? Watch to see when they don't want any more help and want to start taking care of themselves. Liberalism is for poor people who are content to stay poor. Conservatism is for poor people who want to make a better life for themselves. Lefties love to tell you they're looking out for the most disadvantaged people in society, but they never want to admit that their help may be the biggest disadvantage those people have. This video is a production of the School of the White Crane. My name is John Brooker, and you could reach me through commentary on this video and through my Gmail listed here. Please share this video with family and friends and on social media. May God richly bless you.